Uncle Luke. Where is he? Uncle Luke. Where is he? Uncle Luke. Where is he? Uncle Luke. Make some motherfucking noise. Uncle Luke.
Like the big booty hoes with cute faces. Let nigga hit it on the first day basis. Niggas fake bitch kick game straight. X no down with the diamond name face on. On the path of sex with diamonds glaring. Keep a nigga staring when you're wearing down a Karen. Or skipping shit to keep a nigga looking at you. In the bunk sex, you can show off your tattoo. Even if you're a Max True player, she ain't
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of The Luke Show. Hey, listen, man. I'm having such a great time. It is Friday. I hope you guys are ready for the Friday. Excuse me for my cough. I hope y'all are ready for Friday because it is Friday. It's Friday and I didn't get paid because I'm an employer and not an employee. But for all my employees, this is the day you get paid. And as an employer, you have to sign the check, or send that wire, on a Friday. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you all to another edition of yours truly, Uncle Luke Show. You know, I go from location to location around here. I go in the garage set. That's where all the nostalgia. Every now and then I do the lake view, give y'all the lake view. But for the last couple of times I've been over here in the theater, where the shrine. You see all the shrine, you see all the beautiful things, all the beautiful plaques back there. Some of that stuff is gold, but it's really platinum. But I just love the fact that the first awards were gold, and I just like it in there. I like it in here. It's cool. It's chill. It's chill in here. I get to have a dog in here. I ain't sweating bullets by being in that garage. I ain't sweating bullets by being outside. But it's a beautiful thing, man. And I just like to thank you guys and welcome you guys back to another edition of the Luke Show right here on YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're on Podbean. We're on X. We're on Facebook Live. And so I just like to welcome all you guys that joined in and y'all loving the podcast. It's getting out there in the ecosystem. Our numbers are going crazy to the point where we're going to be on so many different platforms starting January 1. It's going to be incredible. So I'm looking forward to the next year of the Luke Show podcast. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to the next year of the Uncle Luke Show podcast because, man, it's going good. It's going good. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, our first show airs every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. And then we rebroadcast the show throughout the evening, the next day. And some days we just broadcast it simultaneously. Every day it comes on. The next day it comes on at 7 in the morning, then it comes on 12 noon, then it comes on 8, and the same day it comes on 5. Obviously we're live right now 5, and then we come back on at 11:30 tonight with rebroadcast. So you can always check the rebroadcast schedule on YouTube. But it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm just happy that you guys are here, and I'm happy that you guys have showed up today. We got a great show. Today. We got a whole bunch of shit to talk about. We got some things to talk about. We got some things to get off our chest because, as you know, your boy done went viral again, going after Ryan Clark. Our guy Trump stays viral. And if you're new to the show, people, we do sports, politics, and entertainment, and that's what we do over here on the Luke Show. I mean, we keep it a buck. I mean, we don't roll no corners. We roll no punches. I mean, the show is sponsored by Luke Records and Luke Gear. And we don't have to worry about being censored. We don't have to worry about people telling us what to do and how to do it, when to do it, and all that. So again, that's what we do. We just keep it a buck here. We give it a totally different perspective of some of the things that you may think going on about the same topics. I mean, all the topics are the topics. You know, Sherrone Moore is a topic. Lane Kiffin is a topic. But then there's different opinions of these different topics, you know, and I'm always going to have a totally different opinion, a totally different, colorful opinion of the same thing. I'm not controlled by any entity. I'm not controlled by an agent. I don't have any producers in my ear telling me I got to be politically correct in certain situations. No, I'm going to give it to you blood raw. I'm going to give it to you from the barbershop. A totally different perspective of the same situation. Sometimes I might agree with people. A lot of times I won't. Sometimes I can agree, but then still give you a different perspective as to where I'm coming from. Just like this situation. And I'm going to start off with this. Just like this situation with Ryan Clark. Obviously, I done went viral, my take on this. And I want to explain to you all where I'm coming from. See, the actions of Coach Moore, you know what I'm saying? I do not condone his actions. Under no circumstance, I do not condone his actions. You know, you're a head coach of a program, and at the same time, you have a responsibility to the school. You have a responsibility to them young men that you just recruited and the ones that are on your roster. You have a responsibility to your family, your wife, your kids, your extended family, your immediate family. You have all those responsibilities, and you need to, before you take actions and doing anything that's going to affect them, you need to really think about it. I always do that all the time. The best thing ever happened to me right now is coaching high school football. When I started coaching high school football, it took hell and high waters. Thank God for this attorney, Mike Carney, who he heard about my case that they were not going to let me coach high school football because when I was a kid, I grew up rough. I got a bunch of shit on my record that I wasn't proud of 30, 40 years ago when I was a kid at 21, 19, and 18 years old. But as I grew up as an adult and became a responsible adult, I know how to conduct myself. And I've made changes in my life to put me in a position where when I want to go and coach, that don't affect me. And those type of things do affect you. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, I say all this to say this. They didn't give me the opportunity to coach high school football, and that's how I became an individual to be able to get many, many kids, hundreds and thousands of kids in college. And that's how I established a relationship with so many coaches around the country, whether they're in college or they're in the pros or kids that I coach that are now coaching in the pros. I mean, hell, the offensive line coach at Oregon, he came out of my youth program, Liberty City Optimists. The defensive line coach at the Minnesota Vikings, I coached him at Miami Northwestern. I know where all these guys are trying to go at. One of my best friends, Chris Perkins, is running back coach at FAU. Some of the other coaches, whether they're coaching at Florida State or anywhere or Mississippi State or wherever it may be, a lot of these guys I inspired to coach. One of my good friends, Telly Lockett, is getting ready to go over to Memphis with Charles Huff. You know, a young guy, DVD, is going over to Auburn. All these guys I come in contact on a regular basis. I mean, Juwan Sider is a good friend of mine. Huff is a good friend of mine. Marcus Freeman. Juwan Sider introduced me to Marcus Freeman. Never knew him, never met him before, but was always fond of his work. And when I met him this year, I told him about that. Randy Shannon is a mentor of mine. Alonzo Hosman. I can sit here and go on the list after list after list after list. And I can tell you one thing about all them young men. I mean, shit, Klink, the defensive back coach who's at Michigan with Coach Moore, who's now at LA Chargers. Good friends. I mean, Corey Raymond at LSU. Hopefully he's still there. Good friends. Yak, who just left Florida State, who now going over to Arkansas. Odell. I can go a list after list after list. Coach Prime is my brother. You know, I can go list after list, and I know we know how difficult it is for these guys to get opportunities. It is difficult for these guys to get opportunities. So when Ryan Clark made the statement that what Coach Moore did, which again, I do not condone, that's Coach Moore. He did that. He made that mistake. He has to live with that. But when you double down and you say that that's going to affect all these other guys who I just mentioned, a lot of these guys who have not had the opportunity to be able to become a head coach, and some of the guys who did have an opportunity to become a head coach but never got the second opportunity, like Randy Shannon. I mean, come on, let's be real. When you say these things, these black coaches are coaching in a disadvantaged situation right now. There's tons of white coaches that have jobs, tons of white coaches right now that have titles, and they don't even operate with those titles. They got fake titles. But this situation at hand, when you go out and you say, oh, you're going to affect all African-American coaches, I don't know how many texts from high school coaches, college coaches, professional black coaches. Thank you, Luke, for sticking up for us. Because a lot of them guys in this situation, they, one, probably don't have this type of platform. Two, they have a job and they don't want to go out there and say these things because they got a job. They got to protect themselves. So when Ryan Clark, my brother, I'm an elder statesman, you're a young guy, I want to educate you right now. When you make that kind of statement on national TV, knowing that you will not make the same statement about a white person, nor will a white person make the same type of statement about another white coach, to then say, oh, Rick Pitino, the allegations of you is going to affect every other white coach. If you said that, Ryan Clark, on TV, they will fire you. Ain't no other white coach is going to say that. Everybody in the world had all the different things in the world to say about Lane Kiffin, whether they like Lane Kiffin or not. But nobody said what Lane's actions were, and he's a good friend of mine in Tennessee, and USC, and Oakland Raiders. Nobody ever said that whatever Lane did and how Lane did it is going to affect white coaches and the white coaching community. It's asinine. So why all of a sudden, because of what Coach Moore did, you got to invoke, that's going to hurt all the other black coaches. That's not going to do that. Charles Huff just got a job at Memphis. But then do you want to put that in the minds of boosters? Do you want to put that in the mind of administrators? Do you want to put that in the mind of Jimmy Sexton, who controls all the coaches? To then not, oh, Ryan Clark said it on TV, so these black coaches, they want to have sex with the girls. Mind you, I can sit up here and name tons of coaches who've done the same thing and who's got busted. I can go down the whole list. You want to do that? That you wouldn't do, Ryan Clark, because they'll fire you. That you wouldn't do because the same agency probably who represents you represents some of these coaches, and they'll drop your ass. And then you will be looking for a job. You see, I know how this shit go. You can fool the public, but you can't fool me. What about the coach who was sleeping around on his wife? With the girl on the dance team. He eventually married her. See, I ain't gonna call no names. I'm gonna call some situations. You know the motherfucking situations. I've invoked the Bobby Petrino, and we'll stay there. Did anybody jump out there talk shit about Bobby Petrino? Did a white person on TV say Bobby Petrino will affect every other white person? Did a black person on TV went out there and jumped out there and saying the same thing with the same energy, Ryan Clark? No. Chris Foster. What was he doing at the Miami Dolphins? Allegedly doing. Allegedly with the powder. Did he not get another job? Husmanzada. Oh, he's done. He's done. He's done. He's over. He'll never coach again in his life. Did Petrino get another job, Husmanzada? See, y'all niggas quick to throw the black man under the bus, even though y'all cake to be acting like y'all black. But y'all fail to realize these are mistakes that white people make too. What was the coach doing at FAU some years ago before Lane took over? Did they not allegedly find cocaine residue in his office and they fired him? You know who he was. Do the research. Google works. Did he not get another job, Husmanzada? You and Ryan Clark? Did they throw him up under the bus? What about Les Miles? What about Rich Rodriguez? Let's talk about it. Now, we're going to talk about it. Don't make this a black thing because the Michigan State brother did something similar to this. And this brother here did some dumb shit. I don't condone them actions under no circumstances. You got a wife, you got a responsibility, you got a community. Some shit you don't do. I don't give a fuck who you do it with. Some things you don't do. My daddy always told me, do not let the little head control the big head. Because what will end up happening, it'll create a hole in your pocket. And the only thing you can hold. So what Moore did is the stupidest shit in the world. What any of these guys did is the stupidest shit in the world. But you don't throw this, you don't condemn him, and you don't condemn a race of black coaches who is tough on right now. I deal with them coaches every day, bruh. I talk to them coaches all the time. You don't think they inspire to be head coaches? You don't think they are head coaching material? You don't think they look at it as if they've been passed over? You don't think that they feel like they're better than some of these dudes who got jobs? You don't think they feel like they get passed over, and for you to get on national TV to help them get passed over, that's some straight bullshit. That's some sucker shit. And you owe all those coaches an apology. And ESPN, you would never let him say that about a white coach. Hell, you done fired motherfuckers who said some shit about Donald Trump, which was true. And he made a phone call. So Luther Campbell in the African-American community, you can look at the goddamn, don't take my word. Look at the comments. Look at the outpour of black people who have a problem with what Ryan Clark said. Put that nigga on timeout. I don't want him to lose his job. But how about shooting us a solid? How about making him apologize to all the African-American coaches out there who are struggling trying to get a job? A lot of these brothers are more qualified than these motherfuckers who getting a job right now. But it's people like you. And let's get into this people like you, Ryan Clark and some others. Y'all think us in the black community don't know where y'all coming from? Y'all think we stupid? We know that in order to get a job on these networks, you have to sell your soul to the devil. You have to let them believe and make them believe that you are willing to tear down another black man and not tear down a white man. We know that. I don't know who some of you guys are fooling on here, and some of you guys got podcasts who inspire to take the Ryan Clark seats of the world and the Stephen A. seats of the world. We know y'all inspired to do that, so y'all just waiting to be chosen because y'all getting on the same y'all little platforms and y'all tearing niggas down too. To say, oh, look at me, Fox, look at me, ESPN. I'm tearing these niggas down too. Choose me when it's time for you to choose a new motherfucker. So we're supposed to, let's do it like this, Ryan. Who's Manzada? Since y'all want to since y'all want to put everybody with everybody, let's do it like this, yeah. Let's do this. So when Shannon Sharp did what he did and the shit he went through in his little situation, so we supposed to throw all black male podcasters in the garbage? So all the sponsors that you guys have that are sponsoring your product and sponsoring your program, so should they now stop supporting black podcasters? You see how that work, Ryan? You see how stupid that sound? You see how stupid that sound? Because Shannon got in a situation that he's allegedly got in a situation that he's dearly paying for mentally and financially. That's a reflection of all black podcasters, including you. Don't you have a podcast show? You and Crowder? Is that a direct reflection of his actions? Is that a direct reflection of you, right? No, it's not. Every man stands on his own merit. Every man makes his own mistakes. Every man has an opportunity, because that's what the Bible says. But half of y'all talk about y'all invoke the Bible. Only time when y'all want to invoke the Bible is when y'all on your deathbed. Every man has an opportunity to have a second chance in life. That's it. So if Rick Petrino, who allegedly did some things, can get him another basketball coaching job, why Sherrone Moore can't get another job? Why he has to go and work on the garbage truck? If Bobby Petrino could go and get another opportunity, if Steve Sarkisian could go get another opportunity, if Lane Kiffin could go get another opportunity and become the highest paid coach, if Chris Frost can go and get another opportunity, if Les Miles could go and get another opportunity, if Rich Rodriguez could go and get another opportunity, what are we talking about? If Shannon Sharp could go and pull himself up from the bootstrap and get another opportunity, come on, Ryan Clark, you and Hoops Manzada, y'all niggas stupid, bro. Shit y'all saying out y'all mouth don't make no sense, but it's systemic. It is systemic. It is us always tearing us down. And you never see another race of people do that to their own people, only us. And those people hire you motherfuckers to do that to us. And we know it. We know it. That's the part y'all don't realize. Y'all think we don't know it. We know this shit, bruh. It's not a black person that I come across, man, them Uncle Tom ass niggas be on TV. Man, that's what they do, bruh. Just won't even subscribe to that shit. That's what the fuck they do. They feed into the narrative of what them people want them to feed into, which is tearing black men down. Tannenbaum on there tearing a white dude down? Did Tannenbaum ever say all the other people? All the other coaches should, hey, Rex Ryan, daddy, hit a motherfucker in the mouth. Another coach on the sideline in the mouth. Did anybody say Rex Ryan kids should not be able to coach, or Rex Ryan should never be able to coach, or all the other white coaches? Look what the white coaches do. They punch other white coaches in the mouth. That's why it be a running joke on social media when they see white people acting crazy and beating each other up on the golf course, and then you'll see a little joke behind, look at y'all white people, y'all don't know how to act. Because the running jokes and the systemic bullshit is we don't know how to act. It's always us tearing each other down. Brian Carr, you need to get yourself together, boss. Get yourself together. I have no ill will towards you, but you need to get yourself together. You need to make up your mind whether you want to be known for the rest of your career as Uncle Tom who gets on TV, and the reason and the way you keep your seat on TV is you tear black people down. Is that what you want to do? Is that how you want your career to be? Is that what you want to be all about? You need to make up your mind. I mean, my good friend over there, Stephen A. At one point was accused of doing the same thing. I had the same problem with Stephen A. You know who told me Stephen A. was a good dude? The same very girls that he's having a problem with right now. Jamel Hill sat me down and told me how good of a person Stephen A. is and how Stephen A. has helped so many African Americans in ESPN. And I'm sitting there looking at this shit every day like, y'all saying something different right now. But I want y'all to get your shit together and become one. And then I watched Stephen A. actually understand the power that he has and understand that he's created balance for himself, because he ain't got no problem going after fucking Jerry Jones and anybody else. You may need to have a sit down with Stephen A. to learn the balance of it all, and just don't be attacking black men. Have the same energy for everybody else. But you don't do that, Ryan Clark. Which says a lot about you when you go after Mike Tomlin, a guy who gave you opportunity, even out your mouth, when you said nobody else would. Some people you should never go after. And in the football term, Ryan, you don't have to be on every tackle. You don't have to be on every tackle. Sometimes you can, you can pursue to the ball, but you ain't got to be on every tackle. Let somebody else be on that motherfucking tackle. It's my little piece on that, ladies and gentlemen. Moving right along. Speaking of being on every tackle, oh my God. Here we go again. Cleveland media. Cleveland media. Speaking of every tackle, Cleveland media. And Clark. You said a lot of dumb shit on TV. that was before I get to Cleveland media. That was the shit that went viral. That was my comments that went viral, which was real interesting.
Regardez-moi tout ça, les amis.
Look at this.
Mais toute une banlieue
This
ici.
is my impression of Cleveland. That's my impression of Cleveland media. That's Cleveland media to me. Let me go back again. Cleveland media.
Regardez-moi tout ça, les
Like a
amis.
circus.
Mais toute une banlieue ici, ils font tous ravage.
Cleveland media. That's Cleveland Brown media. Everybody is sitting there to set up Shedeur Sanders. It's a circus. That's why I showed y'all that clip. A fucking complete circus. Cleveland media is a complete circus. You got Mary Kay Cabot. What is she doing? What are you doing, Mary Kay? Mary Kay is under fire. And I know Mary Kay. She's under fire, hot as fish grease right now. What does Mary Kay do? Mary Kay jumps out there and want to talk shit about Shedeur Sanders. Mary Kay goes and allude to the fact that this is basically, and I tweeted about this. All of a sudden, Shedeur is getting help from Kevin, and Shedeur is staying in overnight with Kevin, and Shedeur is spending so much time with Kevin, and he's now learning, because he's learning at warp speed, the protection and understanding how motion works, and Kevin is so this notion of Kevin is trying to sabotage Shedeur is not really true, because Kevin has taught him, and Kevin is the one responsible for him being who he is right now today. This is Mary Kay Cabot. Mary Kay, are you fucking serious? Remind you, that's why I love it. That in these situations, that's why I love it. I'm a high school coach, Coach Luke. The last few years, I'm normally a defensive expert, but I'm a football coach. And so the last few years, I've been the offensive coordinator, head coach at the school that I coach at. Do you know how easy it is, Mary Kay, to teach protection? Do you know how easy it is to teach protection? You telling me a Hall of Famer son, a starting quarterback in college at Jackson State and at this shit don't make no sense. Mary Kay, the man started at Jackson State, and he started at Colorado, state champion. The daddy. You think Shedeur Sanders don't know protection? My quarterback in high school, no protection. I've taken, because when I had a quarterback, I had to take the goddamn tight end and make him a quarterback. Do some Tim Tebow shit. And he knows protection. Here's protection, ladies and gentlemen. Since Mary Kay has made it like, oh, Kevin Stefanski has taught him protection. The problem is the fucking offensive line don't know protection. You see the first game when half the line was blocking two motherfuckers and three other motherfuckers was coming up the middle and killing Shedeur. Thank God Shedeur got his ass killed in Colorado for a whole bunch of years, that he's able to sit there. See, God put that man in a situation where he knows how to handle it. Here's Here's what Mary Kay had to say.
He does, but he was starting a little bit back further in the process of all the things that you have to do to go out there and play pro football, just in terms of the play calling and sliding the protections and managing the motions and all that kind of stuff.
See, sliding the protection and managing the motion. Here's how easy it is to understand protection. You have 60. That's inside protection. 69 is slide it to the left. 68, slide it to the right. The running back, let me explain to you guys. So if you got 2 by 2, running back, you got 6 to block 6. You got 2 backers. You have 2 backers, 5 linemen, 4 D linemen, 2 backers, that's 6 people. You got 5 offensive linemen and 1 running back and 1 quarterback. That's 6 people to block 6 people. So you have inside protection and you have slide to the right, slide to the left. How difficult that is, Mary Kay. Oh, he needed to learn motion. You know what motion is? You put people in motion to determine whether or not, one, the team that your opponent is in man-to-man coverage, or to get man-to-man coverage, or put certain guys on the move. Because normally if you just set in 2 by 2 or 3 by 1, they set, then by being set, then it's harder to read the coverage, which becomes easy because you know if it's cloud, if you know if it's zone, if it's cover 2 or cover 3. You learn that shit. You learned that shit in high school from the high school coach. You learn, Mary Kay, his daddy is the best, not arguably, but the best defensive back to ever play the game. If anything, he knows coverages. Every football quarterback is taught to, number one, my good friend Coach Perkins always told me, this guy coached Jeffrey Garvey, this guy coached Elgin, this guy coached Teddy Bridgewater, he coached Ja'Cory Harris, some top coaches, some top players. His dad coached Geno Smith. He's over there coaching at FAU right now as the running back coach. When he went to FAU, he was Lane quarterback coach, arguably one of the best all-time quarterback coaches in the history of the state of Florida football. He's always said, when you teach your quarterback, Luke, you teach them, number one, to protect yourself. The number one rule for a quarterback is to protect yourself. So this bullshit about Kevin teaching protection, you slide that shit over. You slide it over. You see a guy coming, okay, I see you coming, I got you, I'm gonna go here. What's the hot? Hey, running back, he coming right here. You take that motherfucker there. We're gonna slide it over there. Hey, keep your head up, lineman. And you take this over here. Motion? Motion, Mary? You make it, see, when you really listen to this, and I'm gonna play a little bit more, it's a lot, and I just knew Mary was better. It's a lot of racial undertones here. It's saying, and maybe I'm just fucked up. Maybe I'm too old. It's saying, oh, he was lazy. All these narratives that they painted about him, he was lazy. He didn't want to work. He didn't want to come in there. He didn't want to do the things. He sat in the back and he wouldn't pay attention. That, you know, Rex Ryan, we all wanted to know where Rex Ryan was getting that shit from. That he wasn't engaged. that he was lazy, that he was showing up late, that he was coming. That's the thing that they say about all black men. I don't give a fuck if it's a foreigner that comes to this country. What are foreigners and what are people taught about black men? The most nastiest narrative about black men, other than we deadbeat dads. The first one is we're lazy. We don't work hard. So that shit is easy to sell to the public. And the public being people who don't look like us. And it's easy to sell to us to make us think that, oh, nigga lazy. Not that kid. Not him. You think Prime is going to teach? See, what makes you who you are? When you wake up in the morning and you go get that toothbrush and you put the toothpaste on there and you go to work brushing your teeth, that's repetition. That means you know what to do. You know to go in the bathroom, wash your ass a certain type of way, and do this and brush your teeth and get up and go do. You're programmed to do certain things because you have repeated it so much, and that's what they call repetition. So you think for 1 minute that kid wasn't projected to go in the first round because he don't know how to slide a fucking protection? You learn that, Mary Kay. Don't do that to these people. You had that conversation in those meetings at the combine. In the meeting in the combine, everybody go have a seat with the coach and all that, and all the quarterbacks go in and meet with every general manager, and they put them on the board. They have a board up in there, and they talk about protection. They talk about plays. They talk about who they are. Then they bring them in and have additional meetings if there's a possibility that they may draft them. And you talk to them. You go up in there and you check their IQ and all that about football. Then when they get on the roster, you think for 1 minute, what part of this we saw that Shedeur was lazy? We never saw that. We saw a guy not getting no reps because they wanted to discourage them. They wanted everything that she said. They wanted that to happen with him. They wanted him to fall into the trap and say, they don't want me to start pouting and doing this, and man, fuck that shit. No, he was the guy that was in the back throwing footballs to the equipment men, to the custodians, and anybody that he could throw a fucking football to. He was the guy that came in early and that left late. He was the guy that went around the corner to the park and found anybody to throw the football to. He's the guy that you see on the film with Cam Ward all down at the beach, on South Beach, throwing in the sand. This kid is a fucking workaholic. And you get the workaholic mentality from your parents. And it's how you raise. Prime didn't become the greatest football player in the world because he woke up and became the greatest football player in the world. No, Prime became the greatest football player in the world because of his body of work. Let's listen some more. Come on, Mary. Come on.
And all that kind of stuff. He just had to get up to speed on that stuff. But he has just gone lightning quick at coming up that learning curve. And here's something to remember. We have now heard from a number of people. He is in that office every single day with Kevin Stefanski, going over tape and learning this pro game. And I think that has helped him.
He's in the office every day with Kevin Stefanski. And the success that you see, ladies and gentlemen, is because Shedeur is now in there with Kevin. Well, Kevin alienated him, Mary. Kevin didn't give him any reps. That was Kevin doing. Now Kevin has woke up and saw. See, I think Kevin had a little inside for Shedeur. I always give y'all a different take right here on the Luke Show. I think when allegedly that Prime said he don't want his son to go to Cleveland, he was pulling the Arch Manning deal, like when Arch Manning said Peyton and Eli ain't going to this certain team here, fuck that. I think when Prime allegedly said that, I don't know for a fact that he said that. He didn't want him to go to Cleveland, go to anywhere but Cleveland. I think Stefanski took that personal and said, yeah, motherfucker, now you at Cleveland. But that's not professional. We all know he set this kid up for failure. We all know they tried to discourage him. I mean, it don't take, if you walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it is a fucking duck. And we know when you listen to the Cleveland media is fucking just as worse as the Cleveland organization. Every opportunity. Let me take a step back. Do you see them interviewing Dylan Gabriel, the backup? Remember when Rex Ryan and everybody was like, what the hell, y'all? Who interviews the backup? Who interviews the backup? Why are they interviewing the backup? This guy's third string. Why are they interviewing him? Yeah, you're right. Hello, Cleveland media. Why y'all ain't interviewing Dylan Gabriel the same way y'all went and stuck that microphone and tried to get that angry black man out of Shedeur? You don't see them doing that. Isn't that ironic? Where's the microphone for Dylan Gabriel to be mimed? I'm confused. I thought it was customary for the people of Cleveland to interview the backup. Now, no shade on Dylan Gabriel. Listen, I feel sorry for the young man because Cleveland media has thrown him into this situation to almost make it seem like he's a villain. He's not a villain. That kid there trying to play football. He's trying to play football, win a job. They've created this circus with Shedeur and him. And I'm glad that when you hear Shedeur talk, he said, man, we all trying to be successful, man. We all support one another. We all love each other. We fuck with each other. And that's just football. It's these people that come in the room that consistently try to put each other against each other and nitpick and all that. Y'all ever listen to the Cleveland media when they talking to Shedeur? It's that whole thing of, let me get that angry black man out so we can blackball your ass. Because we know it's in you. We know you feel some kind of way about white people. You just won't say it. But we're going to press you and press you and press you to say your coach ain't shit so we can say, yes, he is the motherfucker that they said he was. Yes, he is the motherfucking arrogant nigga that they both said. Yes, he is the motherfucking arrogant nigga that Rex Ryan said. So you fed Rex Ryan that shit, Mary Kay. Now, y'all look stupid as fuck. Y'all even got Tom Brady coming back around the corner saying, no, that motherfucker good. Yo, hey, the only person I have credibility with me is the church quarterback. The one who played for St. Louis. Put his name in the chat. My guy. The guy who worked at the supermarket. He's the only one that puts that shit in perspective. He don't flip-flop. He said, let me see the young fella play. And he saw that young fella play. He said, when you play this position here and be able to do these things here and make these type of throws, oh no, he got a lot of upside. He got a lot of upside. And when you hear that kid say, man, when I do something stupid, I can hear my dad. You know what that is? That's that ride at home. You know, Prime don't cuss. But that's that ride home, motherfucker. You did that dumb shit, man. What the fuck you was thinking about, man? Man, we don't do that shit, bro. When you got a real daddy like that, like me, I'm a real daddy. I know my son, boy, he here. Son, what are you thinking about? What was that? We don't strike out around here. Oh, no. We don't have no mix-up. We don't mix up with no coach. We ain't mix it up with no coach. No, we're going to mix it up with that guy in that car on that ride home. And then you know what ends up happening most of the time? We'll get our ass back out in that field. Every one of them passes you miss, we finna throw them right now. You gonna give me. Ain't no my bad. Oh, I got you. No, you better get your goddamn self. Speaking of getting yourself, Miami Hurricanes, we are going to the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. We're on our way. We are on our way. Texas A&M, we're going to beat y'all ass. Then we're going to go to Dallas. Then now I'm going to have to spend the first time outside of Miami on New Year's Eve. And Ruben Bain's dad is going to lose some money. Ruben Bain's dad is going to lose some money. They go to the second round. Ruben Bain's dad is going to lose some money. Because for the last 20 years, I purchased my fireworks from his dad. And I will not be purchasing any fireworks this year because I'm going to be in Dallas for that goddamn game. And I'm going to be giving me some Papados and them Dallas girls up there. You get old because you know I'm single. I'll be at them Dallas girls up there, but I don't think, I don't know if I want to. Yeah, them Dallas girls up there, boy, they drop dead gorgeous. We're going to have us a big-ass Texas party. Wouldn't that be so great to go back to Dallas in the playoff after we botch the last trip to Dallas, after we fucked up at SMU? Whatever we do, if we get to that point to get to Dallas, do not stay in the same hotel we stayed in when we fucked up the game against them. When we fucked up the game against SMU. Ladies and gentlemen, Miami is blue. Speaking of politics, Miami is blue. You got Mary Elaine, that's one. First time in over 30 years, a non-Cuban is elected as the mayor of Miami. That is awesome. Bravo. Bravo, Elaine. Bravo. Bravo. That is you ran a hell of a race. But what that tells you, people, is that Trump shit, this is a dead issue. People ain't feeling Trump. Trump made a whole lot of promises to these people. Everybody. He has not fulfilled his promises. It's all about him and his family. Him and his family, they eating. Kushner and all them. That's why you don't see the family like you saw them before in the first go around, where they always in the White House watching over Daddy. No, Daddy got him a staff. He got some people. The little white girl who runs out there lying for him every day at the press conference. While the kids out there, they cutting deals all around the world. And if you don't cut no deal with them, they gonna send the military out there for your ass. Venezuela. Hey, look, Venezuela, what's up with that all, man? What's up with that all? Hey, Donald Jr. Hey, Venezuela. And Venezuelan people say, hey, what the fuck you mean? What's up with the all? I will vote Donald Trump. Man, fuck that shit. Y'all voted for Trump. Trump saying, man, y'all motherfuckers voted for me, man. I can't run again. I trick you motherfuckers into getting y'all to vote for me. Him and the Republican Party. I trick you motherfuckers. I told y'all motherfuckers I wasn't going to fuck with y'all. No, I'm going to run all y'all ass back. I'm going to run everybody back to the countries and all that shit. Fuck that. I'm going to make this country black and white. I'm going to send ICE with no cameras on, just picking up motherfuckers everywhere they can pick motherfuckers up. And we're going to start with you Venezuelans, and we're going to start with you Cubans. I'm going to show you how I really feel. And then now he goes over to Venezuela and say, hey, man, I need some motherfucking money, man. Venezuelan people, no, what you mean? What you mean? Okay. Hey, man, hey, Pete, park about 30 motherfucking big boats out there, aircraft carriers, send all that shit to Venezuela and fuck all their money up. Any boats, leave that bitch, blow them motherfuckers up out the water. And if that ain't enough, stopping they oil tankers. Boy, if that ain't some gangster shit, my nigga. If that ain't some gangster shit, all these motherfuckers. Hey, everybody. Hey, man, look here, man. Hey, you. Hey, man, you allegedly killed up the reporter, the Washington Post reporter. Fuck that shit, man. Come to the White House, man. We gonna cut some deals with you, too. I need me a big-ass Trump tower over there at your place. I need him, man, what? Man, that man making money. That motherfucker Trump, boy, that Trump killing the game. Trump killing the game. What? But he go hardcore. Meanwhile, he killing the game so bad. Then he said he going to get everybody who voted for it, and all the farmers and shit. They sitting out there. Well, goddamn, the terrorists is fucking us up. Trump taking the terrorist shit and going to every country and say, hey, I'll tax your ass. You won't be trapping in the United States no more. You will not be selling your goods in the United States. I'm gonna make you pay up the yin yang, but then I can send one of my nephews over there or one of my sons over there. We could cut a deal. We could talk to you. I could do, you know what I mean? I could lessen the restrictions on you. Man, when that motherfucker Trump leave office, you think, hey, Trump know he got to do all this shit right now because he going to lose in the midterms. He going to be a lame duck. They going to be sitting up there talking about impeach this motherfucker, put him in jail. You can't put a president in jail. Trump finna lead this motherfucker with a whole bunch of money. A whole lot of money. His kids are going to be set for life. The grandkids after, and all that. Man, them men finna have hotels everywhere. Are you mad at him? That's the question. Just sit up there and get a bunch of racist people, talk that racist shit, and let them feed into the bullshit and say, come on, vote for me. We're going to take back America. We're going to make America great again. For who? Me? That motherfucking Trump, boy. Trump cuts the motherfucking reporter. Hey, think about this shit. Can Trump say the same shit? Can Trump say the same shit? Just think about this. If Shedeur talked to the reporters the way Trump talked to the reporters when they asked him all kind of shit. Let's just think about this. Think about it for a second. Can Trump, if Shedeur, I'd be like, man, if Shedeur talked to these motherfucking reporters the way Trump talked to these reporters, that would be some fucking amazing shit. That would be so fucking amazing. This man tell the reporters, hey, look here, man. Hey, look here, little piggy. Shut the fuck up. What you asking me that dumb shit? Look at you. You're just nasty. If Shedeur told fucking Mary Kay, you're just nasty. You and that deadbeat ass goddamn network you work for, that shit sorry as fuck, and you're just nasty. Why are you so ugly, Mary Kay? You an ugly motherfucker, and you asking me these ugly ass questions. What if Shedeur? What if that's an American way? But Ryan Clark, y'all would kill him. Stephen A. Smith, y'all would kill Shedeur. He's making it bad for all black quarterbacks from here on out. All black people, we're going to hell. We're going to hell. Shedeur is making it all bad for all black people to hire another black quarterback. They're never going to hire another black quarterback. Oh, my God. He's talking like Trump. What if Shedeur was to go and tell Mary Kay, the same way Trump do, you little piggy, you're nasty. You're nasty. You're just nasty as you look. You ask me some dumb shit like this. You and your failing network. They should fire you. Why do they even have you up in here? Yo, ladies and gentlemen, that's my show. Hey, I'm going to have a great weekend. I hope you all have a great weekend. And I hope my Dallas Cowboys win. We don't have no college football. We do have some college football this weekend. Bowl season getting ready to come around. The holiday season, Christmas is getting come around right here. It's amazing. Christmas is amazing right now. My son, I said, man, what you want for Christmas? Because we ain't doing this Santa Claus shit. Ain't no such thing as Santa Claus. Fuck that. I'm Santa Claus. Santa Claus ain't doing nothing. What you want, son? And this man just sent me this long list. Finally sent me a list. These kids are different nowadays. All this shit you get online. Well, this is a good thing. He wants this batting machine, a pitching Lightning Bolt Pro pitching machine. Some more headphones. Some more Jordans. More cleats. Some kind of Star Wars robot. That's where we going. See, the robot shit is the beginning of the end. Kids have 15 want robots. After a while, the dog gonna get eliminated. Hey, Jack, they're gonna eliminate you because it's a fucking robot dog that you don't have to feed. All you do is charge that motherfucker up. Yeah, they're gonna get rid of your ass. Jack got up. Jack getting up, coming over here to talk. That's where it's going. When the kids start asking for robots, that's just the beginning of where we're going to end. They're going to be with the robots in the house. They're getting the little robots. Then they go on a robot dog. Then they go on a robot nanny. The car's already driving themselves. You're talking about being lazy, Mary Kay. Cars driving themselves, robots. They got these robot women online looking real cute, kissing men, doing everything else. So they're going to get rid of a lot of people going to be in trouble. Robot men, I don't know where it's going at, but in the words of the great one day at a time, sweet Jesus. Yes. I would like to thank you all for joining me for another edition of Uncle Luke Show podcast. I'm not going to start the podcast back, but I want to thank you all for joining me. Thank you to my sponsor, Adidas. I have to put Adidas on Luke Records. That's where we are. Go to www.lukerecord.com to get you some Uncle Luke paraphernalia. We got some hoodies. We got some hats. We got some T-shirts. I know it's cold wherever you at. Get you a hoodie. Get you a jacket. You need it right now. Get all cozy up with your girlfriend. Do a his and hers a Luke night out at the crib by the fireplace. Get your girl, get your ladies, get your man a Luke hoodie. Oh, his and hers. That's how y'all should be looking on Christmas. On Christmas, y'all, the whole family should have Luke hoodies on. Take that picture and send it to me, and I'm gonna send you some more free. I'm gonna send you some free shit. Anybody that take that picture and send that to me, you got your Luke hoodie on with your PJs. We got sweats and all that, and that's your picture with the. You know how y'all do the Christmas picture. You know how everybody do the Christmas picture. If you do that, then I'm gonna send you some free shit on me. And if I come to your city, you get in the concert, you get backstage and all that other stuff with me right there. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all. Thank you all and all of my podcast partners, everybody, YouTube. I like thank you all, Podbean. Thank you guys. Also, Twitter, Instagram, Uncle Luke Real One, Twitter and Instagram, same handle. TikTok, I'm not over there, but if you want to follow me over there, you can always feel free to do so. Like I say, we do this podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Make sure when you go to UncleLuke.tv on YouTube, you like, share, and subscribe. Now, coming in January, We're only going to be on Podbean and all of our partner networks that we have, where we're going to be broadcasting the podcast. And we'll definitely be on YouTube. Everything starts and ends on YouTube. So all this Facebook and all this Twitter, y'all might be eliminated, but I know y'all love me, and y'all gonna go over to UncleLuke.tv to check out the podcast. It comes up live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are live at 5 p.m. and then we do rebroadcasts throughout the day and the evening. So if you don't catch it live at 5, then you can also catch it any other time of the day, which we broadcast. You'll get notifications. But thank you guys for being here. I want you all to have a beautiful weekend. It's beautiful out there. Now, if you're in some cold area in Cold Town, just snuggle up and, you know, sit by the fireplace, listen to some good Uncle Luke music, and enjoy the weekend. For us in South Florida, oh, this is the best weather. I might just go to the beach and send you guys a little video. In the words of Walter Cronkite, as usual, may the good news be what? Yours.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Come, we should go bring that Uncle Luke back.